this for you, or is it for people you want?
I wanna be able to analyze it later.
To put online.
Huh?
To put online.
No, I mean, maybe we could put excerpts of it online if you felt it was appropriate. So it's the day after Thanksgiving 2014, and we're sitting here. We've made time to have a talk because we're having problems relating to each other. All right. So you want to go first? You have something that you want to say?
No, you called the talk.
Okay, so last night, as we were going to bed, you came to me and said, "Can you sleep with me without having sex?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
And last night you didn't sleep in my room, or the night before you didn't sleep out of my room, and I told you that I was angry at you,
Mm-hmm.
and that made you angry, and seemed like you were confounded as to why I would be angry at you when you're the one who should be angry at me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right?
Well, I guess I can understand. It's partially right. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm very angry, and it feels to me like you want to blame it all on me, and like everything's my fault, and you were an innocent victim in this, and that my anger has damaged you and hurt you, and you had no part in it, or you had very little part in it. It was just all me, and I'm the one that should be feeling sorry, and I'm the one that should be kissing your ass and begging you forgiveness. Does that sound right?
No.
No? Well, that's how it seemed to me last night. It's like, oh, you beat me up, and now you should be all apologetic, and because you hurt me, and you should be begging my forgiveness. That's what it felt like to me.
Well, I do think that there's a different level in the way that you telling me I hurt you and what you did to me. I do think that there's a different level there.
Different level?
Yeah. And
can you speak up?
Yesterday, it seemed that, I felt like maybe there was a breakthrough because you apologized.
Yeah.
And you acknowledged the fact that you are very mean when you're angry.
Yeah.
And it seemed like you were taking responsibility for it.
Yeah.
And then when it seems like every time that happens, where it seems like I feel like you're actually taking responsibility for something that you've done.
Yeah.
In the end, you have find a way to make it really not your responsibility. That somehow it really, if you hadn't been made to be so angry.
Yeah.
If I hadn't, which is honestly, that's abuser talk. If I hadn't made you so mad,
yeah,
you wouldn't have punched me in the face. You
yeah.
know? Not that, but
you're not saying I punched you in the face.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. But that's the type of talk.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lack of personal responsibility. So I was just startling to me at nighttime when it's like I thought there had been some like insight on your part, and you were actually aware of what you had done.
Yeah.
And I guess if I had said the things to you that you said to me, yeah, it's true. I would feel like
Well, it's really hard for me when you say things in the abstract. How about if you just like say what was said? Because
well, I can't remember everything. It's all on videotape for you to watch if you'd like to watch it.
okay,
But you basically
yeah.
told
So I don't know when you were talking about.
the day that you got really furious with me and
Yeah.
told me that everything I can imagine that's bad that you're doing online, you're doing.
Yeah.
And that if I thought for a minute that you were going to only be looking at me or only talking to me or only, then I was, crazy.
Yeah.
And that yeah, you were doing the worst I could imagine.
Yeah. I didn't say I was doing the worst you could
Actually,
imagine.
you did.
No, I didn't say that. I said you
It's
could go
on
ahead and
video.
imagine that.
It's on videotape.
Okay. All right. Well, I believe that you're twisting it around a little bit.
It's on videotape.
Okay. You can say it's on videotape, but until we watch it, I mean, right now you're going off of your memory.
I watched it, and it was so startling to me. That's why I specifically remember that.
Okay. So when I say go, imagine the worst, I have no idea what that is. You know what I mean? All I'm
You can take
really what I'm trying to tell you when I say that is, don't think about it because it doesn't do you any good.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so when I said that, I didn't think I was being mean. I didn't think that was hurtful. I thought that I was just trying to give you some parameters or some way to just like stop thinking about this thing.
So yesterday, you specifically acknowledged saying that.
Yeah, I know I
Wait,
said that.
as a very mean thing to say.
Yeah, okay, so looking back at it, I see that it was mean because your imagination is horrible, right?
Horrible.
Yeah, you can imagine horrible things, right? But it's like I don't think like that. So it's like when I said that, it wasn't.
But you knew, yesterday you specifically acknowledged that was a very mean.
That was a very
thing
mean
to
thing,
say.
but not mean like you think. I mean, I said that in anger, but to me at the time it didn't seem that mean because I'm telling you to use your imagination. I'm not telling you all horrible things. I'm not saying.
You
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
tell me to use my imagination. You said, imagine the worst thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, so I'm telling you to use your imagination. Right? That's not very horrible. That's only because that's your imagination.
Okay, so it seems like today, because yesterday I said I felt like I had whiplash, because yesterday
Yeah.
you had completely changed your tune and told me to please forgive you and to let go of what you didn't mean what you said the day before.
Yeah.
And now it seems like today you're basically retracting what you said yesterday.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I
yesterday,
am sorry that.
yesterday you were really fully, like, at least verbally, embracing the fact that you said some rotten things.
Yeah,
And-
I'm still there. What I'm angry about is that you don't own your part. You don't own.
I actually have so many times I don't know how else to do it. I've apologized. I've said I didn't realize. I don't know what would be owning my part. What would make you think I'm owning my part?
It's for you to acknowledge that it wasn't only me. That I wasn't the only one
I
being angry and mean and ugly.
My mistake doesn't seem.
No, that was just a part of it. It's a back and forth thing, you know.
I wasn't actually, honestly, you can look at the videotape and you can tell me how ugly and mean, and you can tell me.
No, it wasn't only in the videotape. It's every bit since then.
What's
Last
happened?
night when I told you that I didn't want to sleep with you, you got ugly. It was awful.
I got ugly.
Yeah.
What'd I do?
You came and you stood in front of me and you started getting very verbally abusive.
Verbally abusive?
Yeah,
What did I
last
say?
night. You were just like appalled that I wasn't on my hands and knees apologizing to you, You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
I was appalled, and what I say that was verbally abusive? What did I do?
It was the actions that you were making, the way you were like,
The
oh my
act-
God, I can't believe this. I can't believe that. You know, I mean,
didn't do any of that, but
you did do that stuff.
But my actions were verbally abusive.
Your actions and your tone and the things you were saying. Yeah, I felt really shitty last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have really interesting filter.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Okay.
You know, I feel like that you have a certain take on things, and you see them through a certain way, and you have a certain reaction to them that that baffles me.
Okay.
You know, why does she take it that way? Why does she have an imagination that's going to take her to think horrible things about me? I don't get that. You know, I mean, when you know that I'm madly in love with you, you know you know that I want to be with you. You know I'm very happy.
There, the fact is I was trying to understand what your behavioral parameters were, and you freaked out on me completely. So I can believe that you're in love with me,
Yeah.
and still be trying to inquire, like, would this be acceptable to you? Would this be acceptable? And all you're saying to me is, I'm not telling you. So, and then you get upset with me because I use my imagination. I can't seem to win in this situation. I only have my imagination because you won't tell me. So, I'm not sure what you want me to do, but no matter what, it seems like I'm doing the wrong thing for you. And yesterday, you were telling me that you had thought about it and that you would go get counseling.
Yeah, I'm still there.
For anger.
Yeah, I'm still there.
And I said, well, are you doing that just to pacify me?
No, I'm not. I see I have anger problems. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I felt that I had them under control because I'm not physical with it. You know what I mean? And I wonder if they're going to give me services because I'm not acting out physically. You know, it's just all verbal or mental. Because I'm going to have to be honest when I go talk to that intake person again, and they're going to say, if they say, is there any physicality to it? You know, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't require that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it doesn't, then they will give me services. But if it's like, oh, you have to do something that the cops would come for, or else we won't treat you, then, I have to be honest. I can't say, yeah, I feel like I'm going to hit someone or something, because I'm not. That's not going to happen. I've mastered that part. So I'm going to go be honest. I'm going to go do another intake and tell them I have an anger problem, but it's not physical. So, but I will say that it does, I do say hurtful, mean things that I don't mean, which is what I did, right? You think that's true?
Yeah.
I said something hurtful and mean that I didn't mean.
I don't know.
Well, I didn't mean that.
Okay, well.
I said it because I figured it was, I figured that you didn't have a right to know, and that if you imagine the worst, then it seemed to me like that wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? I mean, like, what could I do? What could I do if I'm never going to meet someone? Yeah. I mean, and I'm sleeping with you all night,
okay. Well, we have a different idea of what intimacy is.
Okay,
and,
well, I feel like we're extremely intimate.
And to you, that seems to be a physical experience only.
It's not. No, that's not true at all. we have a deep, profound, a non-physical intimacy. You know that's true. I mean, we talk, we communicate, you know, it's the physical aspect of it is probably not even 50%. You know, I mean, when you're not here, we're constantly talking. You know, it's like we talk morning, noon, and night. You know, and it's like we know what's going on in each other's lives. Yes, we're very intimate. We're very close. Don't you think?
I told you yesterday that there's such a big wall around you.
Yeah.
That it may be more intimate than you've had in your life, and it is intimate in, like, I feel like it's as intimate as it could be with you.
Yeah.
But, you know, you have, your walls are very, very high and pretty thick, and there's my inability to communicate with you a lot of times, or to get through to you, or for you to accept responsibility for things.
Yeah.
Or for you to acknowledge that you did something wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of key.
Okay, well, wouldn't you say that I acknowledge what I did, that I understand what I did, that I owned up to it? Don't you think I understand all that?
But
and that
today you just in the sitting down here, you were basically unraveling everything you did yesterday.
That's not true. That's not true at all. I stand by everything I said yesterday, and I'm in the same place. I said I was sorry. I apologize. I understand that I was mean and that I said things that I didn't mean, and that they came out mean. Right? I understand that. I apologize for that. I told you I would try and go get therapy for my anger. I'm saying the same stuff today. But what I'm also saying is why I was angry last night is because it feels to me like you're not owning up to your part. It feels like you think it's all my fault. Like I'm the only bad one here.
Well, maybe I was having a sort of reflexive reaction, because honestly, it is like a pretty constant message from you that everything is my fault, everything, including your reactions to me.
Yeah, I feel the same way. How interesting is that I feel the same thing that you're feeling about everything is my fault.
Okay.
How is that? Why is that?
Well, it's odd because I seem to take more than my fair share of responsibility constantly with you, where I'm constantly telling you that I made a mistake, and I'm in therapy, and I am quitting smoking, and I am trying to better myself on a regular basis, and trying to make this work.
Yeah.
And so I feel like I've taken a lion's share of responsibility about how to make this work. You're pretty clear with me pretty often about how I could change so that this could work.
Well, I don't disagree with that stuff.
Well.
Okay, so all right, so I'll just tell you again, I'm sorry that I reacted so negatively, and that I got so angry, and that I let my temper let me say something that turned out to be mean. When I did it, I wasn't doing it to be mean. I was doing it because...
Oh my God. You just said...
I didn't say I did it when I was doing it. I understood later on that it was mean. That's not my intentions when I was saying it. My intentions when I was saying it was to I guess get you to back off. You know? That's what it was. I wasn't saying I'm gonna hurt her with these words. That's not That's not what was
Really?
my no. That's not my thought process. I understand later that that that
Yes.
what I said could be interpreted as mean, but I wasn't
Could be
trying.
interpreted as mean.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be. I
So,
wasn't
like,
trying to hurt you when I said that stuff.
So-
I was trying to get you to back off.
So if it had been physical, which it was not,
Yeah,
if you had slapped me,
yeah. That's
you
black
weren't
and white.
trying to.
No,
get,
no, that's different. That's black and
How
white.
is it different?
Because that's
Your intention wasn't to hurt me. It just you.
Okay, so-
you're trying to get me
all
to
right,
wake up,
no.
to back off.
Yeah. Okay. So if you were physically attacking me, if you were coming at me and I was cornered, I couldn't get away, and I pushed you away, yeah, that's what it felt. That's what it would be. It would equate to.
But I was sitting there real calm.
Yeah, I know. So I'm just saying how you could equate it to a physical thing.
Oh, so you would only be. You were being defensive.
Yes.
You weren't actively trying to hurt me. You felt that you were being defensive.
Yes.
So again, not your responsibility.
I'm not saying it's not my responsibility.
Actually, you are, and that's
I
what
know.
I'm.
I'm
That's
saying
what I'm
I
trying
have
to
an
get you
anger
to-
problem.
That's what I'm trying to get you to like wake up to. Is that you on one hand you're like admitting that you do these things, and on the other, as soon as it comes out of your mouth, you're like scooping it up and saying, but I didn't mean this, and I didn't. It's like if you're not I honestly, Bear, it's like you're not truly taking responsibility. It's you just keep scooping it up and saying, well, I didn't mean it
I
that
think
way.
no. Okay, so I think the defensive analogy works because that's what it was. It wasn't like, shut up, bitch. You know what I mean? It was like, leave me alone, back away. You're coming at me, and I feel like I'm in a corner, and I'm trying to push you away. That's what it was. It's
Okay.
a big difference.